Hi, I'm Ryan Ashley-Wall. This is Season 2, Episode 7 of the Raw Quiz Show. Tonight I am joined by Drew Dodgen, Tiffany Cornwall, Brian Lopez, and Jack Cornwall.
Roy tonight.
Yes, who is subbing for Roy. That is correct.
The faux Roy.
Oh, Roy, that's correct. All right, before we begin proper, I want to start by addressing the comment question from last week, which was simply a comment popularity contest. And winning by exactly one comment is Brian, who got the support of Stephen and Rachel. So, Brian, congratulations. You are the owner of 10 brand new points. Congratulations. What that does to the scoreboard is absolutely nothing, but hey, points are points. And then on Facebook, I asked the question, what is my favorite state flag in the U.S.? Nobody got the correct answer, so no point changes there. There's only 50 states. Come on, guys. No, the answer is Maryland. It's kind of an eclectic flag, but I like it for that reason.
I gotta check something here.
See, I gotta Google it up now.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hawaii's was cool.
Arizona's was cooler.
Well, I mean, Texas is the only right answer, if we're being honest. But
Well, I kind of like Texas because it kind of looked like Captain America.
exactly.
Oh,
Okay, I had to double check that you actually picked a state and not a commonwealth, and you did actually pick a state. So I'll accept it this time.
I think he deserves minus points just for that sass.
Look, we're not there yet. We have a ton of questions, and by a ton, I mean way less than last time. 20 questions
Worth a try.
to go through tonight, and they are all of a similar theme, except, of course, the viewer questions, of which there are 4. So let's get started on this road of questioning. Our first one is a science question for 10 sword points. What is the highest elevation point on the moon?
Moon question early tonight.
Jack.
Drew,
Jack, what do you have?
Nope, I'm wrong.
Drew, what do you have?
Mons Huygens.
That is correct. It's at 18,046 feet.
I was actually right. It just said Mount Everest in the description. And I was
Threw you off.
wrong. Yeah, I was like, wait, I don't want to. Well, yeah.
Jack's like, that is Earth?
Yeah, Everest is not on the moon. I'm not starting off.
Not yet.
Not yet. We have some Despicable Me action going on. Okay. Our next question is under the history category, but I suppose it could go in science too. And I'm going to butcher a word here, so forgive me.
Maybe.
The mare, Tranquillitatis,
What?
is a famous location on the moon. Translate it from Latin to English, and I will spell it for you because I am gracious. M-A-R-E space.
Jack.
Jack.
Sea of Tranquility.
The Sea of Tranquility is correct. That was for 10 bow points. You're
I
playing.
think said like the
Where?
I thought the first word you said was mayor.
yeah, me
That's
too, like
what
the mayor.
confused me.
He said M-A-R-E.
Yes.
Yes, but that
Oh.
was before he spelled mayor out, like the horse.
Oh, yeah.
The mayor of the moon? What?
I thought the same.
The mayor.
Mayor Tranquillitatis. So I'm like,
But before we start, what are the counts? Because I don't have the scoreboard.
Oh, okay. Well, Drew's at 95. Roy is at 80. Tiffany and Brian both have 75. So
Okay.
bow points are yours. Who are you hitting?
Brian.
Jack always hitting down.
It's going down.
Hey,
All right,
Roy's not here.
we have reached our first viewer question of the night. It is for 10 sword points from Josh Adams. What wizard in the world of Harry Potter lived the longest life, and how old was he? I'm telling you, my
Drew.
Jack.
Barry Wee Willie Winkle when he was 755 years old.
Okay, well, I will count Jack's answer.
What kind of points were they? If they're regular points, give them to Tiffany.
There's sword. There's sword.
Sword points?
Yeah.
Drew.
I figured.
Yeah. So.
I mean, come on, Drew. I live with the other combatant. I can't.
I honestly, I do not. Whatever the word is, I'm trying to say.
And
I do
Josh,
not condemn you in the slightest.
All right, guys. Our next question is a culture question for 10 normal points. Recently, an object was found in Utah bearing a strong resemblance to what object?
Jack.
2001,
Drew.
A Space Odyssey. Jack.
Who's the monolith?
It was a monolith. And Jack/Roy, you are disabled.
Yeah, I figured.
In the future, guys, let me finish the question. Jeez.
All right, so you have to finish the whole question. Duly noted.
Okay.
I was half expecting you to say hammer.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, Jack, I'm not going to disable you for this because I want everybody to participate. You're disabled for the next question. Okay.
All right.
So we are going to do the game y'all hate the most.
That's not the one we hate.
Oh,
Oh,
Pictionary.
Dictionary. All right, let's see how it goes.
let's see how his weird artist skills work today.
Triangle.
I need to minimize this so I can actually see what you're drawing.
It's a pink
Sombrero.
cover.
Dark
Huh?
Side of the Moon.
That is
Prism.
correct, Drew.
Oh, I didn't say the album name.
It is Dark Side of the Moon, which, again, all of these are moon-based questions, so.
This is the moon episode.
Drew, you hitting Roy or Tiffany?
Yes.
I'm
Roy.
hitting Roy.
Yeah.
I figured you probably wanted that number one slot. All right, Jack/Roy,
Roy.
you are disabled for this next.
Has Roy ever been disabled?
Not till now.
Should have happened a lot sooner.
One day I'll look up stats on this and find out who the most disabled person in the show is.
I think James.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's been in 2 seasons and lasted less time than some of you guys. So.
Oh,
Yes, but the reason he keeps getting booted out is because he doesn't stay to actually finish the episodes.
Yes, fair. All right, our next question is our second viewer question of the night. This one from Nicole Stanley for 10 Bo points.
Oh.
Which president kept a 1,000-pound block of cheese in the White House? Unintentionally moon-related.
Drew.
True.
President Jackson.
Yes, it was, in fact, President Andrew Jackson. 10 Bo points. Drew, I assume you're hitting Roy.
No, I'm actually hitting Brian.
Wow.
You don't say.
Don't
Brian's like, he's like, what did I do?
Nobody said you had to do anything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right.
Sometimes strategies just change.
I'm going to bump up a question here. For 10 normal points, we have a history question.
Can y'all type slower so I can get this one? Just
I'm not typing it all. I'm not
Go
going.
ahead.
It was once believed temporary insanity was connected to phases of the moon. What is the word for a person insane
True.
You got to wait for the question to finish.
Sorry.
due to moon phase influence?
True.
True.
Lunatic.
A lunatic is correct.
I'm not sure that's not true, if we're being honest, because I've worked Walmart on a full moon.
Walmart's crazy on a regular day. What are you talking
It's worse on a full moon. Trust me.
So is teaching.
about?
And I've got it on good authority from someone who works at a prison. The prisoners are weirder on the moon, on full moons too.
Lunatics. Same root word. All right, hands up, guys. We're playing the elimination game. We will be going in scoreboard order. So, Drew, start us off with, this is kind of a difficult category, but Christopher Lee movies.
Hard one. I'll just go with this one. Man with the Golden Gun.
Jack.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay, Dracula. 3 Lord of the Rings movies. He's in 2
3
Hobbit
Hobbit
movies.
movies.
I
I have
didn't know.
no idea who this is.
You
Didn't know
don't
that.
know who Christopher Lee is?
Probably if I saw him, I would.
He's
Saruman.
Count freaking Dooku.
Oh,
Yep.
well,
Oh,
that
So,
makes
yeah.
sense then.
You got
okay.
2
It's
Star
that
Wars
guy.
movies.
He's in like everything. He's Saruman.
Yeah, I just didn't know what his name was.
Me either.
It's okay.
He's the guy that James Bond might actually be based on.
Yeah, really. He was British SAS. Okay. Tiffany, start us off with car manufacturers.
BMW.
Brian.
Toyota.
Drew.
Ford.
Tiffany.
GMC.
Brian.
No, it's French.
I'm not even going to fact check that.
It's pronounced.
I'm not making it up.
It's pronounced Renault.
Renault. I can't.
Okay.
I can't
Yeah,
say
it's Renault. Do you not watch Top Gear or the other Grand Tour?
I saw it in Brazil, so I don't know.
Drew, what's your...
They like French cars on there.
Nissan. Sorry, I said that wrong. Nissan.
Audi.
Brian.
Honda.
Drew.
Toyota. Wait, we already said Toyota. Crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him off on that Renault tangent for you there, Brian.
All right. Tiffany, start us
I
off.
should have said Tesla.
That is kind of shocking that Tesla didn't make it here. All right, Tiffany, start us off with fictional space captains.
I could have worked with this one.
Thank God he's not in.
Captain Kirk.
Brian.
Captain Picard.
Tiffany.
I know Doctor Who. He's not a captain, but that's like higher than captain.
No. No.
Captain Solo.
Could have said Cisco. You could have said Janeway. I'm just finishing off this. Archer. Whoever the chick is, and whoever the current Captain Discovery is, because that changes every season.
Yeah,
I
because
would
we
even-
watch all of those.
Mhm.
I would even have
The Amazing Captain Tyler. Sorry, I can't even think of the name of the show now. Never mind.
Dude, you could do a lot with Star Wars. You could just do Han Solo,
Yep.
Nita. You know, like you could just go through lists of captains there. You could do a lot with Star Trek. You could
Mhm.
Mhm.
you could hit things like
There's,
Peter Quill, you know,
yeah, he's
Captain-
technically a captain.
Captain Falcon,
course,
Captain Olimar.
I mean, Doctor Who captains the
Aaron.
TARDIS.
Captain America.
Except no. Lore-wise, technically, the TARDIS never goes where he wants it to go. It always goes where he needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
The lore, the TARDIS is captain of herself.
Yeah, it's a living being.
Yeah.
So neener boo boo.
Well,
And
He
besides,
hasn't watched Doctor Who as long as we both have. Just-
it's Doctor Who, not Captain Who, anyway. So let's.
Although I'm sure there's a Time Lord out there somewhere calling themselves the captain.
Sure.
Besides,
Sure.
Doctor Who, you could have said Captain Jack Harkness.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from that, we have a culture question for 10 bow points.
Wait, what's the other point? What was it? What the one were?
It was sword points, and you only had one target, so
Okay.
you hit Tiffany, and That helped. It helped you. It didn't help her.
Nope.
Our next one is a culture question. In Star Trek, the original series, when does Captain Kirk claim the original moon landing happened?
Hang on. That is it. Just a year, or is it the whole date? Yeah, I'm just showing a decade.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, Drew.
True.
1960s.
It is the 1960s, which ironically is when it happened. So
Right.
anyway, Drew, those were 10 bow points.
Brian.
It's your time, Brian, man.
I keep wanting to say Joseph, and that's what keeps throwing me off.
Because its name says Joseph right there.
We can fix that real quick.
For these last couple
Right.
questions.
Make mine say Roy.
That might actually help me, to be honest. These don't show up in the recording, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, our next question is a science question for 10 sword points. What is the phenomenon of a supermoon?
What?
A super what?
Supermoon.
What is a supermoon? Is essentially what it was.
Drew.
Dang it.
Drew, you're about to be disabled, but
I know, but it's when a full moon it's closest to the Earth in its orbit.
that is correct. That is correct. It was sword points. You only have one viable target, so Roy loses 10 points. You're
That's
disabled.
okay. He needs to go down anyway.
I'm going to disable you for the question after this because this is yet another instance.
I love how we time this out.
I know.
Another instance where I want all of you to participate. It is a random category question. We are doing a scavenger hunt for 10 normal points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have to do this then.
If I said it was chilly,
Come on, I want to see y'all two fight over the same item.
if I said it was chilly outside, many would grab a coat. A less smart person might grab one of these.
Come on, you're closest, Tiff. Go. It's right there. You know what it is. I know what it is. I'm just too far away. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't have one in here.
Out that it is a Star Trek blanket.
Oh. Do it. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Dang it.
Okay,
Get
Roy,
it,
go
Jack.
get it.
Nope.
I know what it is.
Jack is gonna go get it. Tiffany, you know what you should do?
Admittedly, I don't live in a cold climate, so
Tiffany, when he's on the way back, no.
No, he said no.
No.
Close, but no dice.
Is it a spoon?
It's not a bowl?
It
It's
is.
chilly outside.
Tiffany's going to get it.
wait a minute, I have an idea.
Chilly outside. You ran out and ran inside. I got a bowl.
Tiffany got it. A spoon. Tiffany got it. That was for 10 normal points.
I gotta get some points tonight.
There's not a lot of opportunities for normal points tonight, but they are kind of clustered. So
He got a stretchy pants.
No, this is swimming trunks.
Oh.
that is a
See?
way less than smart
See,
person.
look at the webbing.
The wedding. That is a way less than smart person.
Yeah.
Okay. So our next question.
Wait, what was the answer? I'm curious.
A
It
spoon.
was the spoon.
Oh,
It's a food pun. It's terrible. It's an old Yo Mama joke too. So
Yeah, it was supposed to be a bowl.
it's a spoon, Jack. It's always been a
Ah.
spoon.
It's always been a bowl.
It's always been a spoon.
Baby's kids.
I neither watched the movie or played the video game.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. But okay, our next question is a science question. Another rare opportunity for 10 normal points.
And I am disabled, correct?
That is correct. That is correct. What percentage of Earth's gravity does the moon have?
Brian,
Brian, what do you have?
17%.
17% is correct. So,
Most people use all of them.
not a lot.
17%.
Our next question is a culture question for 10 sword points. What is the name of the potion in Harry Potter that will stop werewolf transformation?
Jack,
Jack,
Wolfsbane potion.
the Wolfsbane potion is correct. 10 sword points. Who are you hitting?
Who can I hit?
Tiffany or Brian?
Well, you know the answer to that one.
Sorry, Brian.
Got to stay out of the doghouse, right?
Our next question is a history question for 10 sword points. The word month has Germanic roots which come close to the word for moon, but its usage is tied to the calendar. Why?
I'm assuming it's tied to the lunar calendar from when the moon
Yes.
cycles.
That is correct, Drew. It is.
Did anybody else hear monk?
That's what I heard. I'm over here reading through the definition of monk.
Gregorian calendar of why monk is related to it.
I'm here reading about the communities of a less monastic character in Palestine and Egypt for the diffusion of Christianity, where the Essenes and
Yes.
what does this have to do with the moon?
Jack's sitting there like, monks copied the calendar.
Just like you said monk, and it sounded that way 3 separate times.
The 4 different people.
Okay, for 2 different people. The other 2 people could apparently hear.
Enunciate.
But still couldn't find it.
I mean, yeah, that's another matter. Like whether or not you can find it is another matter. All right, our next question is a viewer question, this time from Josh Mesker, who asks for 10 sword points. Who is the 40th president of the United States? Oh, come on, guys.
Jack,
Drew.
Jack,
Ronald Reagan.
you should have known that when you realized it was Josh asking.
I should have. I know. I should have just guessed that one.
Just,
I couldn't subtract fast enough in my head.
I'm assuming, Jack, you're going to hit Drew because Drew and Tiffany are your options.
Is it only sword points?
Yeah.
How many points do I have to lose before I can hit Brian again? Yeah, I'll hit Drew.
I'm not complaining here.
That is funny. How many points do I have to lose?
Time.
Jack's like, Tiffany, if you get a chance, hit me.
Well, I can't type fast enough tonight, so it's not really going to matter.
Don't worry, Roy. I'll be hitting you very soon.
Thank you.
Next question is a culture question for 10 bow points. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie,
Drew.
what is that?
Tiffany! Dang it.
Wait. Finish the question.
Yeah.
What is it in English?
Tiffany.
Drew.
Tiffany.
It's love. It's amore.
That is
Hello.
correct.
Yes, I got one right.
10 bow points. Who are you hitting, Tiffany?
Brian.
I like how you said that so innocently.
Yeah.
I can still feel bad.
All good. The
I'm sorry,
piranhas are.
you have to die.
Somebody has to die.
Yeah, this show keep going on forever.
Okay. Well, I'll say this.
Show
If y'all
can't
play
go
your
on
cards
forever.
right. Let's see. Could somebody die tonight? Yeah, theoretically, somebody could die tonight. 4 questions left.
Crap.
Crap.
His eyes got real big. He was like,
Yeah, I did. He's like, okay, I gotta buckle down.
Actually answer a question.
Our next question is a history question For 10 sword points, when did the first manned moon landing occur? I'm looking for the day this time.
Stop, Drew.
Drew,
No.
Drew, what do you have?
July 16th, 1969?
That is not what I have.
Because when I came up, it gave me a range. I'm thinking, great.
Can I hit Brian? I can't hit Brian from where I am. Tiffany, it's on you.
I see July 16th.
Okay, I got it.
I got it too, Jack.
Yeah,
It's July 20th. They left on the 16th.
that is correct.
Google, you have failed me for the last time.
It
Right.
was in the other question we were looking up for Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yes,
they took
but I
off
didn't.
on the 17th, and
But
they
I-
landed on the moon on the 20th.
Yes, but I did not inscribe that information in my head for some stupid reason.
To be fair, there's rarely callbacks in this show. Initially, I planned on having this question first and then the Star Trek question, but I thought this would be more confusing, and I was correct. So, Jack, you can hit Drew or you can hit Tiffany.
Oh, just hit me and let's move on.
Yes, I mean, it's like, that's not even
He's not gonna hit Tiffany. I know better than that.
No, you're right. I just like to
He has
ask.
to confirm.
All right, for our last viewer question of the night, we have a 10 sword point question from Rachel Wall, my wife. She says, in Cruella de Vil's mind, how many puppy skins does it take to make the perfect coat?
Long since I've seen this movie.
Brian,
Brian,
99.
that is correct.
Makes sense. That's why there's 101.
Right. The other two are
The other
Pongo
two
and
are the
Perdido.
parents.
Yes.
Okay, so Tiffany gets hit because that's Brian's only choice. All right. Our penultimate question for the night, 10 bow points. Using length, how many continents of Asia does it take to reach the moon? Y'all didn't think y'all were going to get away with one of these in the moon episode, did you?
Like that?
No. I was right the whole freaking time.
Is it 199?
Yes, it is.
Math.
It's not
Once you
math.
have all the numbers, it's easy
Google
to
gave
figure
us
it
the
out.
wrong numbers.
Tiffany,
Yes.
you hitting
No.
Brian?
Yeah, sure.
She said,
I'm
yes.
so sorry, Brian. Okay, this is gonna. Luckily, I'm gonna be cutting out a lot of dead time here. So. But even so, nothing like last episode. All right,
I'm
guys.
sorry for the star dates. Does that make you happy?
Yeah,
A
And
little
I'm sorry we wrote down the wrong episode for Clone Wars.
bit.
I'm not. I'm not.
Well,
Yeah, it
I
was his
spent all
fault.
this time doubting my moon math, and then all of a sudden I find out I'm right. I'm just saying. All right, our last question is in the random category.
Oh.
Since we are in a moon episode, it seems pretty appropriate that we play werewolf. So.
Oh, I was afraid you're going to have to search for something involving the moon, and that
Me
just
too.
had bad idea cross my mind.
Oh, gosh.
No.
Thank you for not doing that.
I'd be dropping off immediately.
Okay, so I'm going to send to you guys a roll that you have.
Oh,
Hang on.
this is some game you've only played this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's essentially Among Us.
Yes,
Great.
although this predates Among Us quite significantly. Okay, let's see. Do not tell anyone your role. I mean, you technically could, but they might not believe you.
Nobody's going to believe
All right. So before we begin, I just wanted to note that if the werewolf wins, this is for 10 bow points. If the villagers win, it's 5 normal points per survivor. All right. To go over the rules again, it's quite simple. I will phrase a story, but at one point I will ask you all to go to sleep, in which case everybody will put their heads down, close their eyes. At that point, I will say that the werewolf rises on a full moon. The werewolf will select one of you guys to die. Message me because pointing is unreliable since we don't have the same images.
You mean pointing there does not tell you who I'm pointing at?
Not at all.
I can't even see my finger.
So, werewolf, if you would just message me who's going to die, I will work that in. At that point, the sheriff will be allowed to. No, I'm sorry. That's only on subsequent rounds. In the first round, the living villagers will wake up and discuss among themselves somebody to execute. And at that point,
Are
they'll
you
vote
in on
on-
this game?
Huh?
Are you part of this game? Or is
Yeah,
it just
why
the 4 of us?
Why not?
I'm
I'll
just
be,
asking
This
the
won't
question.
take long.
I-
If it's-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll be part of it just to
All right.
pad it out a bit. But was I there?
we know what role he has, so
Yeah.
Was I there all along is what I was going to say next.
Hmm.
Anyway, so where was I in the rules? I had mentioned, okay, after the execution, everybody will go back to sleep again. Werewolf will execute someone else. The sheriff will get the chance to ask me if somebody is the werewolf. And since there's so few of us, I'll do it on the first round too. And the sheriff will be able to use that knowledge to convince you guys. Okay, so
I thought we didn't know who the sheriff was.
you don't, but I'll explain that. Sheriff will also ask via text so that nobody else knows. So
Great.
it was a dark and stormy night in the village, but everyone was at home, resting in bed, asleep. Then
Oh, where's they?
eyes closed, guys. Eyes closed, heads down. Everybody's asleep, but a full moon rises and the werewolf is on the prowl. Stalking through the night, he strikes out and kills a villager who I am not sure of yet. And I'm still not sure because the werewolf is like a kid at a buffet, just does not know what he wants. All right. So everybody but Drew wakes up in the morning.
I think you just gave away my role.
No, I was gonna say I forgot to ask if the sheriff wanted to ask a question, so let's allow time for that in the text. So the sheriff is investigating and is able to ask a question, and I will say out loud whether or not the sheriff is right about that person. Maybe that helps you, maybe it doesn't. The sheriff has asked about somebody, but they were not correct in their guess. So
Can I guess instead?
you can try to execute someone, that's fine. Villagers, deliberate among yourselves. Who is the werewolf?
Am I still dead?
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
Okay.
I think you did this on purpose.
Who?
You,
Me?
with these rolls.
By the way, I just got a text back from Josh on his question. He meant to type 755, but had it typed but mistypoed.
Miss Tacoed?
I said it wrong. He had a typo.
It's a taco.
You missed the taco.
I combined the word mistype and typo, so it became mistypo.
That's great because it's a spoken typo. Like, I've never had that happen before.
It's been a long day.
Yes, it has. So, villagers, of which I am one, but I will abstain from voting since I know everybody's roles. So, Jack and Tiffany and Brian.
We got like a dice or something, or we could just.
No, I'm pretty sure Tiffany's a werewolf because that's what Ryan would do.
Oh, I think Brian is the werewolf.
Of course you would. If
Why
you were
is
the werewolf.
Jack off the hook here? I'm just the hairiest son of a bitch among us, and he's not even selected as the werewolf.
Well, and
Not
I think
even
that's
a
why,
select-
because it would be too obvious. I think
Not
we
even
would
a
pick
selection.
Brian because it's less obvious.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Or
come
it
to
could
some
be
consensus.
And Brian would kill Drew because Drew
but I
kept
feel like-
attacking him.
I feel like Ryan he was the last one in, so he's obviously he had already sent everything else.
Oh yeah, no, Ryan's not the werewolf.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, what? I mean, I could.
Well, who does that leave?
It's
Tiffany or
Brian.
Brian, who do you think the werewolf is?
Might be Tiffany. She's deflecting a lot, so.
Now, see, he's trying to kill me because he knows I'm right.
Well, I mean, all it takes is like one more sacrifice, and we'll know.
Okay. So, guys, let's have a vote here. All in favor of killing Tiffany under suspicion of werewolfness?
Like, I mean, I can't vote for that.
Lock the door. Lock the door.
Hope you
You
got a
already
pillow
drew
in
my
that
name
office.
out. You might as well
I
kill
did
me.
because
all
it just
all
makes
in
more
favor
sense.
of killing Brian as the accused werewolf. If we don't reach it. And so the villagers
gotta be-
draw up the gallows, they string Brian up, they kick the barrel, and they sleep safe ever after, for Brian was in fact the werewolf.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I
the way
admittedly
Ryan would set
rolled the
these games up,
dice.
it would be.
I had logic.
Yeah, there's so logic in this game.
No, there's really not. I just picked at random.
I really didn't want the 5 normal points.
Well,
I'd
you
like
got it.
I'd like to point out that my sheriff question was, did Roy kill me?
Roy. Most definitely not.
Yep. So,
That's why I picked him because I think he would have thought it was Roy. So I'm like, maybe we'll do that.
I did butcher a bit by not immediately including myself and by
Yep.
accidentally outing Drew there. So
Yeah, because you saw him
I mean,
typing. So you know
And
he
we
was the
could all
sheriff.
see him typing.
that's why you're supposed to close your eyes.
Well, you had already told us.
You already told us to wake up,
Yeah.
except for me.
And he was dead.
I
No,
butchered
he was contacting us from the afterlife.
Yes. It's Roy.
it. The sheriff got to heaven and asked God, was it Roy?
Can I send one question? Yes, even though you're wrong.
And Tiffany was right. Just saying.
The sheriff says, God, was it Roy this whole time?
No. Nope, sorry. That's the only question you get.
Ask again tomorrow.
Wait, is there a tomorrow?
Roy, yeah.
We're in heaven. I don't know if there is a tomorrow.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hmm.
Anyway, guys, this was fun. I appreciate it. Not a huge scoreboard shakeup, but a lot of points lost. It looks like we're back to semi-unhealthy levels, but I think next week we'll probably have to be on the fairly aggressive side as well. So it ain't
Got
over
lucky,
yet.
Brian.
Not fun for me. My life support.
Hey, think of it this way. Just 2 episodes ago, Roy was where you're at now.
Dude, you guys could have so killed Roy last episode, and you all blew it.
Jack, not
I
everybody is
didn't
as
want Roy
bloodthirsty
to
as you.
lose. I want to make the game exciting, not let's just kill everybody.
Death is exciting.
I play as an RPG, not as a shooter.
Next season, I'm getting somebody out for blood just to speed things along.
Yeah.
We don't We don't really have a heel this season. I guess
I know.
James might have been closest, but even then, not
I've
really.
been on more than James.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, no one wants to be that at the beginning to piss everyone off and become the target.
Oh, I do.
Uh-oh.
All
All the
Jack
guns
was,
start firing.
Jack from the very beginning of season 1. Jack was that guy, and then Chris joined him, and Chris literally murdered everyone except me.
I know. Ryan killed himself.
All right, guys. That wraps up this episode. I don't have a comment question for the end of this week, so that's all good to go. I do, however, I want I want to open up the floor for folks here who have content online, which I believe right now is only Drew, to talk about that content. What do you got going on, Drew?
Well, of course, as y'all know, I'm on a podcast called The Cellcast. We are within 2 weeks, I think, of finishing up Thundercats 2011 on our daily show. And then this Saturday, we have coming out our review on The Return of Jafar, which that's an interesting review.
Good of the 2 Aladdin sequels.
That's debatable. But then I haven't seen the third one, so I really don't know.
I mean, it went straight to video. It was
It's-
bad.
It was the first of the straight to videos, which should tell you something.
The third one is better, thank goodness.
I'll take your word for. Is that just because that one actually has Robin Williams back?
That's not the only reason. It also has John Rhys Davies. So
Okay, that's fair. John Rhys Davies fixes a lot of stuff.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. And then on Movie of the Week podcast, this last week we finally had our Wonder Woman 1984 episode come out. And I'm not sure what the next one is, so keep an eye out for that. Plus, I was on another podcast called the Retro Rewind Podcast for a review over there, so go check out that review of Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle. I'm not even sure what that is.
It's a Hong Kong Kung Fu movie that's comedic.
Okay. Well, check out those podcasts wherever you can. It'll be a good time, I'm sure. And anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave comments below. Look, a lot of times I ask comment questions. Maybe just laugh about something, comment about something without me having to make you do it. I would appreciate it. I know I sound like your mom telling you to clean your room without me having to ask you to do it. And I don't want to do that. But just leave a comment. It's okay. We'll read it. I would like your feedback if you got it. And of course, if you have a question and you want to send it in to RAWQuizShow@gmail.com. And you can have your question read here for these guys to answer, or in some cases, not answer. Thanks, Josh. But anyway, thank you guys. It's been a blast. Have a good day, night, whenever you're watching. What'd you say?
Nothing.
He was quoting Tommy
Tommy
Boy.
Just use association. Most people use 100% of their brain. How much do you use? 1.5%.
Just edit that right now.
Wait, you have a brain?
What I'm going to do instead is put it in after the credits.
Yeah.